YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? I'm coming back at y'all with another video, man. Y'all see, I'm back out the car, man. I'm back in the, you know what I'm saying, back in front of my screen and shit. Back in the, you know what I'm saying? I've been making my last couple of videos in the car just on the way to work whatnot. But now, I'm on a different schedule for work now, so I got a little time in the morning, just chilling shit. So, I figured I might as well make a video for y'all real quick, man. But told you I'm back active on this channel, man. I'm finna just, keep uploading. But here with another video, bro. Today I'm talking about, how I'm having a kid, but I'm still a selfish kid myself. And, that's just honest, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 22 years old. I'm preparing to have my first kid. Like, I'm halfway there, a little over halfway there now. My girl, 21 weeks. And, you know, I was just thinking at work, I'm still kind of in like a selfish mindset, bro. And, you know, I guess it just made me realize because, I guess I should kind of be more excited, about having a kid. But, in my mind, lately, like as soon as I was even heard I was having a kid, I was just thinking of the money aspect. Like, I was just thinking, like, damn, my money finna be, what am I doing? What am I doing? Be spending all this money. And now, like, even at work last night, I was just thinking, because, like, they got me on second shift right now. And my girl, the mother of my child, she worked, like, first shift. She usually get off, like, around, like, between, like, 3 and 5. And I pretty much work 2:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. every day now. And I'm just like, man, like, we're going to be paying people to watch the kid, whatever, paying daycare, whatever. And I'm just like, dang, I was just thinking like, dang, it's crazy. I'm really just thinking on the aspect of money, you know what I'm saying? When, I guess being a parent really is, you got to just be selfless. But like I said, it's just me. I'm still young, I'm 22. I'm trying to just, this is my first time going through all this. So I'm kind of just, I guess, experiencing it. And, I'm having to grow, you know what I'm saying? I'm having to grow as I'm kind of accepting it more and more. And, my mind just changing. Crazy because when I first found out I was having a kid, I was working at Sam's Club. And I definitely was like, man, I really didn't want to raise a kid on like a Sam's Club salary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that was like, I left college job, you know what I'm saying? I worked at Walmart in there. That wasn't like a job I placed on raising, like having a family off of and stuff like that. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just like, dang, bro, I don't want to be struggling and like depending on people, like, you know what I'm saying? Just as a man. But it's crazy too, because, literally like a week or so after I found out, I ended up getting a job that I wanted a couple months ago. But, God ended up giving me it at this time, and even then when I got it, I'm thinking like, dang, as soon as I get this job, I'm having a kid, I'm finna be spending all this money. But that's the purpose of God giving me this job, because God, God tell you in your heart, or in the Bible, He know, in your heart what you desire, and He'll give it all to you. But it's like I was still kind of like on some selfish stuff, like, dang, like even I'm making way more money than I was making in now, and I'm still like, dang, I'm finna be spending money, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I just gotta, get less selfish, bro. I don't know. It's just I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm growing up, and like I said, this is probably ultimately something that God put in my life to help me grow up. Because this wasn't the time I ever planned on having a kid. So but I was asking God for growth and stuff, and the stuff you're looking for is in the stuff that you want the least. Most of the time. So you know what I'm saying, but it's just crazy, bro, because, really sitting there just reflecting, that's why, you really do need to reflect on yourself and be able to, admit what you may be having wrong, or, what may be flawed about you. And that's just it, bro. Like, I'm at a point where I'm kind of and not even just on a money aspect, and like, even kind of just with people, like, I just think about myself, like, if I'm kind of feeling, I pull myself away from people and stuff, to kind of get my mental right and stuff. But I mean, ain't nothing really wrong with that, but I don't know. I just know I'm still at a place where I'm a selfish person, and I really am just, me. I can say that. I can admit that, bro. I can really admit that. And it's just crazy, like I said, because I'm having this kid, and you know, I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna ask God to help me change my heart and, you know, become less selfish. It's just, you know, this is like a huge change though, you know. So I'm not too hard on myself about it, but you know, like I said, I want to be able to admit where I see I'm a little flawed at and stuff. Having the kids and stuff is what we supposed to be doing on this earth. You know, God say, you know, your kid is your biggest, like basically your biggest flex. You know what I'm saying? Having kids and stuff. So I guess I just need to, you know, he'll help me get to a place where I'm more accepting of it. And you know, I have been like more and more. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, you know, because I'm kind of just watching myself grow in real time, and just, you know, 'cause this, like I said, like this ain't even the first time I've even just been thinking like this. Like I told y'all too. So you know, it'd be just randomly throughout the day. I was like, dang, I'm really gonna be a dad. Like I got real priorities now. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm gonna ask God to help me with it, help me become more selfless, and just, you know, help my heart posture so I can be, you know, just a loving and caring parent. I know I will be, but you know what I'm saying? Just it's gonna come a time, bro. But I don't want to post this, get this out of my head, because I don't know. It's just real, bro. It's really what I'm going through at that time and just in my mind. So just wanted to put this up there. But it's a little quick video though, man. Hope you have a good one, man. And I'm gonna be back with more videos for y'all soon, man. And with that being said, it's really Mo. I'm out.